Resistance to the rules or obedience. Make your choice. If I try as hard as I can not to wear a mask, effectively violating the government's, perhaps not entirely legal, mandate, and I tell my children the truth about what is happening, am I insulting the government, and am I exposing myself to a curse? Well, first of all, the government will not place a curse on you. It may, however, mark you with a seal of disobedience. This is a certain type of egregorial seal that diminishes your status in the eyes of the government's egregore. You are absolutely right in what you are doing. You are acting according to your conscience, and the forces behind you will remove that seal. So act according to your conscience, act as you see fit, do not give in, and if you believe that what is being demanded of you is unlawful, fight for your rights to the very end. That is always my advice. You know, it is good to be flexible and resourceful if you understand your own benefit, but if your benefit lies in standing your ground, then stand your ground. You must recognize the deeper meaning in all this, the true meaning, and that can only be realized by remembering who you are and staying true to yourself. Because if you agree once, then a second time, and then a third, by the fourth time, you will not even realize when you have agreed to something entirely different. There are certain rules. You must define those rules for yourself. If you understand that you are entering a space where people require protection, such as a hospital, you will have no doubt that there are sick people there who must be protected. For everything else, you have the right to respond as you see fit. But you must also remember that if the majority of society says, "We are casting you out because you are not like us," then you must be prepared to be cast out and to create your own society with those who are also different. In the United States, in one town, a small town to be fair, somewhere in Oregon, I believe, society was divided into two equal halves, those who wear masks and those who do not. And the parents fighting for their children, refusing to subject them to this mask ordeal, have effectively split into two groups. One school is mask-free, while the other is attended by children whose parents believe masks are necessary. This is how they solved the problem. They simply divided society in two. It divided itself. And this is a highly illustrative case, deeply symbolic. This is how it will continue to happen. The question is, in what proportion will each society exist? You must find yourself in the one that aligns with your conscience, even if it is the minority. Because this is also a test, a provocation in fact, a provocation for everyone. And each person perceives it in their own way. Many in Europe, for example, see the mandate to wear a mask as creeping Islamization. That is their truth. They see it as a means of conditioning us. And ultimately, it does not matter whether you are right or wrong. Everyone has their own truth, but there is only one ultimate reality. Acting in accordance with your own truth means not diminishing your existential volume. Even if everyone around you calls you a fool and accuses you of disrespecting society, you must respond, "Yes, I am a fool. I do not respect society, but I will act according to my own conscience. And even if I lose everything in this society, I will gain everything in my own." That, I believe, would be my advice to you. The same applies to questions of vaccination and other similar matters you raise, colleagues. Each of you must decide for yourself. You must understand that every decision leads to an action, and every action leads to a consequence. We do not live in a forest. We live among people, and they have the right to react to those around them as they see fit. You must anticipate this, foresee the consequences of your actions, and, above all, remain true to your decision. And that is what will never bring you down, staying true to your beliefs, staying true to your decision.